Hey folks, it's Keith Beardsley with the Beardsley Real Estate Team and Century 21. Here this time with an update for the Osgoode and Greeley communities, two very nice communities on the southern edge of Ottawa. So let's start off with a quick look at the market and see what we have in general out this way. And I'll preface it by saying, don't believe what you see on TV, especially local news. Numbers they give are primarily city numbers, and the national news tends to focus on Toronto. So the rural areas out here, we are often very, very different to what you hear on TV. So check here, you'll get the right numbers anyways. So what are we looking at overall? Well, we had the half a percent drop in the mortgage rate. Not really seeing much of a change across the rural areas anyways, maybe in the city, but not in the rural areas. We see a bit more action in that 500 to $600,000 range, but I'm not seeing it in the other price ranges at this point. Now, this doesn't mean, buyers are taking stock, trying to think what they want to do. Well, you know, it may not really impact us until the spring, really, by the time everyone gets around to deciding exactly what price range they want to shop in. So that's something to keep in mind. The other thing to keep in mind is we are in a normal market. We have to get rid of the idea that we are in that pandemic market where sellers could pick almost really any price they wanted and the property would still sell. We're not at that point anymore. Now we're in a typical Ottawa market where prices go up or down, 2%, 3%, 4% in a year, not in a day, and over a year. So something again, for if you're a seller, you have to be very realistic and price it carefully. If you're a buyer, the buyers are shopping, right? They're playing one seller off against another because they can right now. There's enough listings out there that they can do that. So everyone has to play the game fair, and you can usually get ahead. Now, just before we get into the numbers, I'll just remind everybody I do a free market evaluation for those that need one. No phony baloney, just the facts, no inflated prices, again, just the facts, and above all, no gimmicks. And I think if you watch enough TV or tune the dials enough, you're going to see all sorts of gimmicks out there. I don't do them. As my parents used to say, if it sounds too good to be true, probably is. Now let's look at the numbers. So we're going to start with Osgoode here. Osgoode's done very good so far this year. 32 sales, which is up 18.5% over this time last year. So good numbers as far as the sales volume goes for Osgoode. The average price in Osgoode, 705,632. And the average price is up as well. So it's up 5.4%. So Osgoode right now is doing very well this year. Months of inventory in Osgoode, 2.5. So the months of inventory is a number real estate agents use to find out what type of market you're in. And as a rough rule, from 1 to 3 months tends to be sellers, 4, 5, and 6 balanced. Anything over 6 is the buyer's market. So Osgoode right now, 2.5 months of inventory out there, which is how long it would take every house in Osgoode to sell. That's on the market right now. 2.5 months translates into still in a seller's market, moving closer and closer towards that balanced market, but still in a seller's market. The town of Greeley, 104 sales this year, so very good numbers as far as the volume of sales goes for Greeley. It's up 20.9% over this time last year, so good number of sales. Part of that may be the following. Average price in Greeley, 978, 283. So, we are consistently now below that $1 million mark. And if you look at the difference between Greeley right now and Greeley this time last year, it's 7.8% down in price right now. Now, if you were to add that 7.8% to the average price, you're back up at about 1.1 million. So there's your drop, there's your balance. Now, Greeley this year, there has been a lot of the lower end selling. Now, we're talking some of the mobile units, we're talking some of the very small units up just off of Mitch Owens and so on. So that does tend to drag the average price down. And really on a home itself, probably not quite as bad as what the average price is. Now, if you have any questions, you can always text or call me at 613-552-0851. You can also go into our website, www.beardsleyteam.ca. You can send a message from there too. And while you're there, check us out, see what we're like. There's a lot of information on that site, a lot of information on us and how we work. Also, an awful lot of information from past clients who have written reviews on our site, and it includes quite a few five-star Google reviews as well. So it's Keith Beardsley of the Beardsley Real Estate Team with Century 21, wishing you a great day.